Welcome and greetings. My name is Aussie Stern, a country Victorian gamer of Star Wars Armada, Star Wars Legion, X-Wing, Dystopian War, Battletech, Flames of War, and many other games. Firstly, a bit of an apology, folks. Unfortunately, I've come down with a bit of the flu, so hopefully my audio is clear enough for everyone to understand. But on to today's video. Today's video, I'm just giving a brief update on where I am with doing my friend's Prussian or Imperium Dystopian Wars models. So the first thing that I needed to do when I was going to go through this process is decide on some colors for what I was going to do. I knew that I wanted to do a base color of uniform grey, and then to that I wanted to do highlights. But to choose what style and what highlights and also the color of the flag, I needed to do a little bit of research. Many of the actual Teutonic orders and crosses that we see online and also on dystopian websites, etc., usually have a black or white cross against a black or white or even red background. I didn't want to do this for myself. So I went online and I found this cross. This is a coat of arms for the Grand Master of the Teutonic Orders. And I thought, well, in the lore of dystopian, the Grand Master is, in fact, a very big part of the Imperium. So why shouldn't he have access to other types of military forces? In fact, when I went to go and look up the actual era that we're talking about, in Wiki pages, I found this gentleman by the name of Archduke Anton Victor of Austria, who was, during the years of 1820 to 1835, the Grand Master of the Teutonic Order. He was also as it says, Archduke of Austria, which means he would have had a fair bit of wealth and power available to him. In the story arc, it says that in this wiki page, and I will link it to the description, it says that Anton Victor was the son of Leopold II, Holy Roman Emperor, and Maria Luisa of Spain. He was born in Florence and died in Vienna. He never married and died without issue. Well, that's in this world at the moment. After the death of his uncle Maximilian Franz, Archbishop and Prince-elect of Cologne and Prince-Bishop of Munster, Anton was chosen as Prince-Bishop, so forth and so forth. I still like the cross, and I still like the idea that maybe during the era of Dystopian Wars, he may have still been alive, or at least his maybe descendant, because we do not know about this character too much. We have impressions of what the Grand Duke of the Teutonic Orders was doing from some of the books, but not really too much named in it. That being said, the flag is pretty nice with the broad yellow in the inside, black on the outside, white around it, and I've just cut off the coat of arms of Austria. So that's what I did. I painted everything undercoated with a base spray of uniform grey. To that, for the areas where there is a cross, I've added a white section and then applied the yellow. Then when I'm doing further highlights, I'm adding black to the borders of the cross, as well as with the flags of the actual airplanes, the blimps, I'm doing a black stripe as well. Now this one you can see the real difference between the base Mechanicus standard grey and uniform grey. So that uniform grey right there I'll eventually colour in a different colour, but you can really tell that it stands out. Then when I'm getting to more of the highlights and more of the supplementary colours, you can see I've added in a bronze to the top area. I've added blue to the windows. I've done some numbering, and also all of that ribbing is in gunmetal, or what used to be called bolt gunmetal. You can't quite see it, but if I turn it like that, you'll see that the keel is done in a separate metal color. That is plate mail. And I've made a decision that when it comes to any of the Tesla type weapons, rather than ballistic weapons, I'll be using this bronze color of weapon bronze from the Army Painter range. The white, I did a base coat of firstly off-white, and then a top coat of this dead white, watered down ever so slightly to try and remove as much of the screen as possible. The yellow is, I'm using flash kit yellow, or if you've got older paint, it was also called sunburst yellow, I believe. The black I'm using just Abaddon black, and for the windows I'm using electric blue from Game Color. But other than that, as you can see, I'm getting quite a bit along with my projects for it. I've already completed these three to an extent. I do need to varnish them ever so slightly, and also need to work on coloration for the fighters. Currently they're a dull grey at the moment, and I'm not sure whether or not I want to go like a Mitch coloration, anything like that for now. Anyway, please like, please subscribe, leave a comment if you're interested. And as always, I will see you on the table next time. Bye for now.